Well, good morning, and welcome to a brand new week here in Barbados. And welcome all of my EMC family and friends. Great to have you here with me. No, I do not have on a t-shirt. I have on my umbrella because I want to ensure the conditions. We were getting some sprinkles. Now, before we start, just to let you know, I had everything packed but the microphone. So the microphone puts off for another day. But that's how life is, and we're not going to let that disturb us. We're going to enjoy what we have. We're going to enjoy the beauty that I can offer you this morning. Just to let you know where we are. I've actually worked my way from Martin's Bay to the furthest point before we lose the signal, and that's just about, I say maybe midway point between Bath and, well, Congor Bay for sure and Martin's Bay. But we lose the signal as soon as we go through this pathway here. So I didn't want to have any problems, so I'm going to start from here and I'll work our way down to the Bay Tavern area for you to have a look. Just to let you see where we are and what the exact surroundings look like. Just want to show you these beautiful sceneries. This is where we're going to be walking this morning. It's not as close to the cliff here further on, but just to give you an indication of what up here looks like and the drop off from the cliff. Definitely a place I would recommend that if you have shoes and you're able, please make this hike. Hike from, I would use the Bath Beach. If you want to start from Concept Bay, that's fine. We did that the other day going back to Concept Bay. But there's a lot of ups and downs between Concept Bay and Bath. So I would recommend starting from Bath, maybe park one vehicle at Bath. If you have a friend who has a vehicle, park the other one at Martin's Bay, so you don't have to go back over the same route again. And you can do it in sections, but I would definitely recommend taking a stroll along this eastern coastline for sure. Alright, we're going to start today, but before we do that, we're going to do our serenity prayer. And I think it's a perfect time to do so. This beautiful sun as our setting. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Alright, so you already understand we're going to have a windy situation today. So if you miss me on the audio, well, I'm sorry about that, but trust me, I will be talking. I don't stop talking. We're going to thank God today also for our health and, you know, for our lives. And for any of you that are unable to make walks this morning, this will be your walk with us. Good morning, cuz. Good to see you on board. Thanks, Vicky, for being here. Alright, so we're going to do our little stroll now. So I hope you all are getting ready for this here. And we're off. Had a wonderful weekend. It was just fabulous. Yesterday I did nothing but relax. And just to let you all know, when I was complaining about not feeling so good and feeling my fingers hurting me and stuff, I'm sort of like an exaggerator. I rebung real quick, so for the next day I was ready to go again, as you all would have known, because I was on the road. But these are the kind of paths that you will encounter. You're walking as close to the cliff as possible between here and Bath especially. However, the one between Concept and Bath goes inland somewhat. So you don't actually see any cliff line really, except at the very beginning and the very end, just to let you know. So you're not really missing too much if you just do the Bath down to the north side of the island, which should be down into Bash Bay if you can make it. If you have a friend that has a vehicle, as I said, you park one at one location and the other one at the other location and make your way through this beautiful walk. Stunning. As you can see, this is walked quite regularly because everything is trimmed back from bodies hitting it and stuff. A lot of guys ride through here as well on bicycles, and I believe the mountain bike guys do the dog out here as well as some motorcycles as well. I know for sure between Concept and Bath, the motorcycles go through here. You can see the trails and the marks and stuff. Beautiful, beautiful hillside. Sorry, doing a little stumbling. Just lovely sea grapes right up top of the ridge here. Just stunning scenery. And as you all can see, we have the blue sky today. Beautiful, beautiful blue sky of Barbados. There are some tracks that lead into the hill from here, not very regularly used. I wouldn't recommend venturing into those because I'm not too sure what you might find at the other end of it. So try, if you are hiking out here, please stay on the main path. And you know, a little bit of quietness so you can take in what I'm taking in, the beauty about here. You're going to get some wind, you're also going to hear the ocean. So enjoy this beautiful sunrise with me. Catch your breath, people. know what I mean? I'm going to take you off route a little bit because I want you to see the most beautiful things about here. And this is a beautiful lookout point. Just stunning. Have a look at beautiful Barbados, people. I know this is where your heart is, so you're now having visions of what you may not have seen normally. Stunning. Sun perfect again today. Natural filters of a lovely cloud. So we're able to really look into the east where normally we would have to look away from it. Just a perfect morning again for this little walk. I tell you, I am so blessed. I will lie to you this morning, just to tell you how these things can happen. This morning I found out I didn't have the microphone. I was so eager to use that today. I definitely had, I would say, 10 seconds where I had to readjust myself. I had to do my serenity prayer. I understand that these things are supposed to happen when they happen, and we're not supposed to allow them to throw us off track. You know, I could have sulked and jumped in my car and gone back over the hill and called out George, but there's absolutely no way that I am going to let that throw me off of seeing this beauty with you today. And there are the things that we talk about in life. There are the little challenges. That's a very minor one. But same way, you have to adjust yourself and move forward. Don't let it slow you down. Don't let it depress you. Don't let you lose beauty. You know, as you stop looking around you, you start to lose the beauty around you. So don't study everything else. Just enjoy yourself. The other day we were asked what this pole was that's sticking up here. This is an old maple cacti. This is usually beautiful and flowering and stuff when it's up and green. But that's just the leftovers of it. Surprised it hasn't snapped with the winds and stuff we've had out here because it's dry now at the moment. Just stunning beauty. Now, just to give you an indication where we are, the rocks that you're seeing here, the first set of rocks, hopefully you'll be able to see them in this shot. That is at the very end of Martin's Bay. That's where we're going to be walking to in a few minutes. Then beyond there we have a place called Glen Burnie. And then from Glen Burnie you would walk around the point into Tent Bay and Atlantis Hotel and stuff, and along the east coast. The distance you can see the Sleeping Giant, which is our chalky mount. And then the furthest point you could barely make out, that's Pico Tenerife, Gay Cove or Cove Bay. I'm going to call them by both names. Lots and lots of edibles in this area. I've been by some fat pork bush just now. We have a sea grape here as well. Nothing is right now blooming at the moment. I saw some sea grapes further up, but I didn't see any when I walked through it earlier this morning, but I guess they're coming into season now. But beautiful, beautiful surroundings as you're walking through this area. Everywhere you look, there's beauty. Even if it's on the land side, just stunning, stunning, stunning. The path is just like this here the whole way through. It's a good path to walk. It is not too uneven, not too hard to make the trek for sure. It's just beautiful out here. There are a couple of areas that are a little lower as you get closer to the Bath, to Bath Beach. You'll have to do some bending and stuff. Ryan and myself tried some limbo. Didn't succeed, either of us. But anyhow, we did get through for sure. I guess you leave the limbo for when you're doing your rampart sessions. Otherwise to that, you can just duck under and move. Many of these areas are fallaways. You'll see there's no coral here at all. It's just sand, clay and silt basically. So you get these drop-offs all over this coastline, and how beautiful these rocks are. Everywhere you look, no matter if it's the whole vision further on is blocked, the beauty is everywhere around you. So these are the kind of paths you will encounter on this walk. Some are very close to the cliffs, so you'd obviously have to exercise a little more caution in some areas, so just be wary. But it is a small drop off here, it's maybe about 20 feet or so, but you really don't want to slide off of this for sure. I would recommend doing this again when it's relatively dry, Not a day after we've had torrential rains, please, because you would definitely find yourself in some trouble. We'll go back here and show you this view again. Don't want you to miss too much. Stunning. Yes, it is absolutely beautiful this morning. You're absolutely right, Kevin. This is stunning scenery. It's a well-known hiking route. A lot of people do this hike. It's what they call this long where the train line used to run as well. So you will see some of the remnants with the old vertical poles and stuff, the cast iron poles or the steel poles. And look, just little sceneries like this. Look at this here. Now, a lot of people will walk by this here. I am certainly not going to. This is so beautiful. Now you understand why I like to say beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Barbados. It deserves 3 of them for sure. Stunning scenery. Right, onward we go. So as I said, this track is a good, clean track. It's not somewhere that you have to really put on 4x4s. As I said this morning, in our little ad, 2x2s would be good. But not flip-flops, not slippers for sure. You don't really want to walk through and trip on any vines or anything, especially further on, or any sticks that are laying across the path, you know. So I wouldn't wear slip-slops that, you know, the stick will get between your toes and the actual shoe itself and cause some problems further down the road. Stunning views. You'll see why I love this. This is one of my main hiking areas. This East Coast, anywhere from Bath to Cattle Wash and on to Morgan Lewis. That is if you're really fit. If not, you can do it in sections. We're gonna do it in sections throughout the next couple of weeks or so, I would say. However, we are going to be only able to do the areas that are covered with Wi-Fi coverage. So it means that some of the areas we're gonna have to miss out, unfortunately. Like some of the areas between Bath and here. But what I'll do is I'll do some signal readings before I actually start any morning. I'll go the day before or whatever and do some signal readings just to make sure that we don't lose our video anywhere. But stunning views. I am actually pleasantly surprised at the lack of litter. I'm not saying there's no litter out here. There is quite a bit of litter. But when I've walked this area in the past, it has been a lot worse. So that is a positive sign for sure. I mean, you can see it on the beach. I'm not going to hide it from you. But it is not as bad as it has been in the past. Which I don't know if that's an indication that the heavy rains have washed it off the hillside into the sea and onto further part of the coast, which is very possible. Or hopefully it is that people are getting more conscious of their surroundings. But what a nice spot to cool out and chill out for the day. Face the wrong way for me, but don't mind. It's still a beautiful spot. I guess if you live here 365 days a year, for any extra day once in a while, that you may not want to look at the ocean all the time. Just hearing it is good enough for you. But what a beautiful spot just to cool out and relax. Just stunning areas. Once again, we're in my girl's favorite parish, St. John. This is where she loves. That's because it's very undeveloped and laid back and naturally beautiful, and that's the kind of thing she loves for sure. Alright, we have hopefully some friendly dogs in the neighborhood here. I see them playing a little bit. Just a beautiful morning. Hello, doggy dogs. Good morning. Where are you all going? Hello. How are you? So yeah, we have some friendly country dogs. Don't seem to be causing any problems. Standpipes. Not something you'll see many places in this island. These used to be all over. However, majority homes in Barbados now have running water, so you wouldn't find these. But this is where everyone used to come and wash their clothes and get their drinking water and stuff from. This is obviously a much more modern fixture, but the actual post that it was on is one of the original posts. The pipe would have come up the center of that and then just had the lock off section on the top. You'll find them, quite a few of them still here, but they are scattered. They're not like before. Once upon a time you could have walked this cliff line and you could have found in every village you would have found one of those. That is not the case now. But just have a look, people. No beach whatsoever. Now everybody knows that Martin Bay usually has a good bit of sand. Now I can't really recall if I have been down here at this time of the year. I have been here, but I don't know if I've actually been down on the beach itself. Of course I've driven through here. I used to drive with my engine every weekend. But the sand that was here has gone completely now. And I don't know if that is a seasonal sand. From the reef itself, the reef doesn't look covered with sand. So I'm not sure if it has shifted from here where it's gone. But the beach has definitely deteriorated in this area a lot over the last, I would say maybe year and a half. Because we used to walk this beach here before. Angie and myself have walked this beach a couple of times up and down here. But as you can see, there's no walking this beach today. It's all rock. Anything that's here is purely rocks, or sea rocks of course, but still rocks. You'll find a lot of these in the island. These are called gables. These are hand packed. A very strenuous and tedious job, but these are used throughout the island to stop any slippage or to assist in any slippage. It's sort of like a foundation that's built in the side of St. Andrew area, especially you'll find it, and as you can see here as well. Now, as you see this kind of gabling going on, you would know that areas here have most definitely deteriorated over the years, because these gables are fairly new. When I say fairly new, I mean a few years ago, but obviously the erosion is getting worse and worse, and this road was under threat of falling away on the side. Stunning area. You can imagine the view of some of these homes up in here on a morning, watching the sun rising and just watching day awakening. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And again, the sun is masked somewhat by some clouds, so we're actually being able to take in that without being blinded. Our walk shall continue. There we go. All right, years ago, everybody used to know, well, everybody, I think, that has been here has either heard of it, even if they haven't been to it, and that is called the Bay Tavern. Bay Tavern is notorious for having their fish fry on a Thursday. This is the place where you will get Bajans from all over the island coming. All this area here will be parked up with vehicles on a normal Thursday. That is obviously pre the COVID situation. There's no one really that comes down here too much at the moment because of the COVID scenario and because of the limitations with the opening of businesses and stuff. But Bay Tavern used to be in that small little blue house that's just behind that white truck there that you're seeing. That was what most of you would probably remember. However, over the last, I would say maybe 4 years or so, again, that's just a ballpark figure, so I'm not saying that it's cast in stone by any means. But the gentleman relocated, Junior is his name. He built the structure below, which is a 3-story structure, and his actual restaurant's on the 2nd story. I'll show you that as we get a little closer. But on a Thursday, all here will be packed with people. I mean ram-packed, using a real Bajan word, packed to the hilt. All of here, all the cars we parked here, they would have had a DJ, and they would have had tents, and people would have ordered their food and come over here and spent the entire afternoon. And I say the afternoon, I mean from midday till dark, and then we'll move from down here. But you could not have driven through here on a Thursday without having long times of stalling and parking and waiting on vehicles to move, because it was that busy. Intense business down here for sure. But they're notorious for their snapper fish. They do all kinds of meals and stuff, but Thursday is what they call their fish day, and that's when the snappers, what's up, Governor? All right, man. And that's when the snappers would really be cooking for you. You would remember before, this is where you used to party. I know some of you, all people are party people, and you would have driven in here, you would have sat in tables and a DJ would have played just right there, and you would have spent your entire day here. This is where you'll do it now. Much different to what it used to be. Still offering the same excellent quality of food and stuff. I really liked the small setting before because it was more of a Bajan rum shop. The rum shop was in the front section. That to me was more appealing. However, you know, that's how it happens when you have progress and development going on. But the facilities here are great as well. It is wheelchair friendly. There's a ramp going right up into the restaurant, so you're not left out if you're unable to make steps. You can go right up into the restaurant and have your meal from up there in the beautiful scenery. The top floor is also an area that you can go and sit and eat as well. However, the ramps stop at the 2nd floor, but you can still get a beautiful scenery from there. And actually you'll probably want to come and eat on the outside and on the benches on the seaside anyhow, because that is so beautiful. Small little fish market here coming up on your right hand side. This is where all the guys play from. The snappers out here in abundance. On Thursdays you'll see them bring them from here, literally carrying them straight to the pond. So you would understand the fish is fresh. Very small facility, but it serves the purpose down here for sure. You'll also notice that a couple of coconut trees have lost their tops while we've been going around. This is obviously over the years a lot. Actually, I think this one here went the last system that came through. Speak under correction, but I don't remember seeing it without a top last time it was down here. But as I said, the erosion down here is very evident. For you surfers, the rock, not this one close here, the one in the distance that has like a point off of it, looking like a kettle point, that is actually lather rock. That is one of the fastest, hollowest lefts on the island, when there's especially when there's a north swell comes off that rock and breaks into the bay. But it's a very quick wave. It's not one that's long, 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 so you may not want to come over here for it. But when the east coast is maxing out and closing out, that is a really insane surf there. Hope you're enjoying some of the sounds of the sea and stuff with me this morning. And the coastline, of course, it's beautiful. Stunning, stunning coastline. An incredible sunrise for us. Just a beautiful day, period. There is some sargassum, not nearly as heavy as it has been, but there definitely is some still quite visible here. I'll just take it a little further down. We're not going to go too much further because that will be another day. But I just want to let you see the actual, you know, we talk about the erosion and stuff, and I want you to see how bad it really has become. Any of you that know Martins Bay would know that here had a cliff way in front of these coconut trees. Right in front of here is all gone. It has just dropped completely off, and you see, as you'll notice, there are coconut trees starting to fall as well. They will probably lose this whole line of trees. So it's not something that is just on one coastline. All of the coastlines are being affected right now. And as I said, I don't know whether it is just how Mother Nature is, that it goes and comes through a lifespan. But I have never seen this kind of loss of land in front here before in my time that I can remember. It hasn't just happened overnight though. This has happened, you'll be noticing this year after year. It's been getting worse and worse. I'll take you right down so you can have a look and see how bad the drop off is for those of you who are familiar with down here. See how these trees are going. It's just a matter of time till all of these are gone. There's no solid foundation here whatsoever, and as you can see, it's eating out itself. It's actually started to go under some of them in the roots wise, and you will see they are actually falling as well. So it's just a loss of coastline, period. So anyone that hasn't been here, I know there are a couple of people mentioned that haven't been here for a long time. Those that have not been here for a long time, you will understand the loss of land, because this cliff used to actually go pretty much to where the sargassum is here. I would say as far out as that, at an angle, but as far out as that, and it's gone right back now. I don't think that's coming back in any hurry for sure. Right, we're going to go a little bit further down because I want to whet your appetite for what's coming. Now we won't be doing it tomorrow. I shouldn't say we wouldn't be, because I don't determine how we're going to do tomorrow. But we will be doing this in the near future from here. And I'm going to check the signal strength to make sure that we have good signal from here right down to Tent Bay. We will be doing all of the coastline. That is what we had set out to do, what we had said we were going to do. It will take us a little while to do so, but we'll be doing all the coastline and walking right along this cliff area here in direction of Tent Bay. The next time that we come over this side for sure. But I just want to leave you with this beauty. Now we came from way up beyond that point, so you'll know where we've walked just to get your bearings. They said we are in Martins Bay in St. John. Just a stunning location. Just saw a turtle pop up as well. Don't know if it will do it again. But a turtle just popped up maybe 100 yards off the shoreline here. Just saw the head. But I think it's a fairly nice spot to stop and let you enjoy your 360 this morning. Let me get to somewhere that I can do a complete rotation for you. Here we go. Let's enjoy our silent 360, guys. The safety of these homes, I am not too sure. I certainly wouldn't like to live right here on this front one because you know, the poles are actually just right there. But I don't know how deep they're dug in, and I'm not too sure of the infrastructure and stuff underneath the foundation. But it doesn't look as though it's to be too safe, especially if you have a very strong system coming in. Alright folks, so you'll get an idea of where I was talking about the surf. The surf rate's just on the outside of that rock there, and it comes through in a perfect left. Just ultimate conditions. Anyway, I would like to remind everyone that today is the beginning of a brand new week. It is the beginning of a brand new day. We've been blessed with the ability to do what we need to do today in the correct way. If we've made any mistakes in the past, let us use them as our lessons and not things to be done again. And let us pray for all of our safety and all of our good health. As I said, for those that are unable to make these type of walks in the morning, we take care of that problem for you. You sit back, you sip your cup of coffee or cup of tea or hot Milo, whatever it is, and I will take care of that with you. And all of my friends and family that are on here will lift your spirits and make you feel the love and the care that we all share for each other. The EMC is a sharing and caring and loving family. That's what we are. We do this every day. We bring a little joy into everyone's life. We awaken the day and we try to be positive. And we remember that there are a lot of people that are worse off than us. A lot of people that cannot enjoy anything today. Can't even see this here. Some people don't even have current, far less a cell phone. So you'll understand that is how it is, and that is why we need to be grateful and happy for what we have. Don't keep waiting on something that's material to come to make your life happy. That really is a waste of time from my past experience. I can't speak for anyone else. When I speak, it's from myself. But if I sit down and say, well, I'm waiting on this vacation to be happy, or waiting on this new car to be happy, or waiting to move to a new home to be happy, well, that never happens. You will move to that new home, you will get that car sometimes, you will go on that vacation, and you will not be happy, because you have to be happy with what you have to be happy with what you will get. You always have to be happy, because if not, you will always wish for something more to make your life a pleasant life. And that really is not the way to be. I will tell you from my personal experience, I have literally nothing but my health, my life, and God, and the ones that I love around me. Now, when I say I have nothing, that is another bad statement, because I have everything if I have those. Nothing else is important. But what I meant by that was I don't have any material stuff. I don't have any of the values that a lot of people associate with joy in life. And I can guarantee you, I have more joy than I ever had in my life before when I had those things. So you all have a fantastic day. Hope you've enjoyed this morning with me. As I said, it is a morning that we planned to come out with a microphone. It is a morning the microphone was not with us, but that has not stopped us. It has not made us miss a beat. We have come, we've enjoyed the beauty together, and I bid you all a farewell for now, and I wish you all a peaceful and joyful day. Remember to thank God for what you have, live your life, and smile. Just smile. It's infectious. It's like a yawn. It's like just like a yawn. It's the same way. You smile and people around you will smile. Even if they don't feel it, they will smile, and sooner or later their souls and their spirits will be lifted. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. God's spare life.